Hello, and welcome to another video. This one was the match before the one that I just posted. This is a 5-1, I believe. Ended up losing a round with this warlock. I'm even less experienced in this situation. I don't really understand how to play against druids. There's even a point where I say, in this match, like, this guy is canceling his own immune, or I guess precog. That's what I've learned so far. Is what it's called. Cyclone. That's kind of weird. I feel like he shouldn't be that hard to, kill if he's making that kind of mistake. Is it kind of just like shows you, yeah, I'm actually in the right area. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but it seems like I'm not the only one, which is good. This is not something you would experience in a game that's not as popular, which I come from Star Wars, and I know that most people are here from WoW, don't want to hear about it, which is fine. I believe this tendril, or like creature that they spawn as a warlock, right? That's their offensive ability. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm sorry that I can't really. Like, if you come here for educational reasons or something, I have no idea what's actually going on. I'm just doing damage, and I have to assume a lot of things because I don't actually know. If that makes sense. So if you guys have any information you can actually share with me, that would be amazing. So like unstable affliction, I think, is like the one ability that I really want to kick. I don't know. For the most part, against warlock, I assume that's usually what you would go for. But in this situation, just knowing that there's a warlock, you don't want to let them free cast, so we're just sitting here training him. Since we do have a feral on our team, I'm like, okay, that's one class that's actually pretty squishy. Try to peel for him, do what I can. But for the most part, it's literally just doing damage. There's nothing too crazy here. I did install Omnibar, but I had no idea how to set it up, so I just never did. It kind of like just sits there in the left side of my screen. I have set it up a little bit more nowadays, but I still don't fully understand how to use all that stuff yet. I believe somebody said that I should get like a cooldown tracker so I can know what they use. I assume Omnibar could do that. I see like on streams quite often that they have one for their own allies, and I think that's really cool. But also at the same time, is there one that exists for the enemy team? I think that's a little too much, to be honest. But as somebody that doesn't know the defensive cooldowns, or the cooldowns in general of the enemy players or enemy classes very well, I think that would be incredibly useful. But it does sound like it would be very overpowered, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't exist. And I don't know if you guys have also played too much this season, but druids just feel just impossible to kill, especially boomkins. Which is why my plan was to just pretty much train the warlock the whole time, because I didn't really think we could kill the boomkin. I think I hit him like once or twice, but that's about it. I'm just trying to apply pressure to the warlock so he doesn't able to just do a whole bunch of damage. And I don't know if that's the right call. I think the boomy is not doing as much damage as he probably could be doing, but they are really going hard for the feral, which makes my life a little bit easier. If they probably started hitting me more, we'd probably be in a lot more trouble. And we get a nice execute. By the way, if you guys are interested in the macros that I have, it's just over. Let's take mouse over. Since my only experience really is playing PvE in this game, having a mouse over macro for some of your main abilities is very helpful if you don't want to tab target. So if I want to kill something that's low health, or execute something without changing my target, like from main boss or something, that's the main reason why I have that. Do I think it's very useful in PvP? Probably not. And if you guys would rather like just watch these videos of just regular sound or without commentary or just in general, like music, I'm totally fine with that. I'm just talking because I don't actually know what I'm doing, and any information that you guys give me is great. I don't really mind if you guys are rude about it, but you do have to know that, you know, I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't claim to know what I'm doing, so try to be a little bit more understanding. My strategy for this one, since we have the Boomcam on our team and we are playing against the Pharaoh, I felt like the Pharaoh would be a little bit harder for me to kill, and just training the Warlock would make it a little bit easier for us to survive. Again, I don't really know a good strategy in this situation. I do think hitting the Pharaoh is definitely really, really good. It is very squishy, but I think we can't let the Warlock do whatever he wants. Since I don't have a class, or I'm not, I do have a class. I'm not playing a class that can just keep CCing the Warlock. It's probably a good idea for me to just train him, because that's kind of like what warriors do anyway. And the Boomkin does a pretty good job of getting whirlwinds off, and I'm not really sure why he's whirlwinding the other DPS, but hey, it works. Good, nice execute kill. And we move on to playing with the Warlock. Unfortunately here, I'm not really sure how to make this one work other than do more damage. Now just getting a suicide a lot, so I didn't really understand what to do. So this round ends up being a loss. I'm sure I made a whole bunch of mistakes here, so I can already see some, but yeah, if you guys want to point out any, that's totally fine. I do not mind. I believe when he died, I still had, what's the yellow ability? Intervene? I keep calling it Intercede because in the game that I came from, it's called Intercede. Pretty much similar mechanic. In this situation, while they are training our Warlock, this kind of like seems a little bit more favoring. They're all in the open. These guys, little clones or whatever those things are called, those little like creatures. It seems like we're doing decent pressure here, but all the damage windows that I had, I'm just getting chain CC'd, so I'm not getting as much value while he is. And in hindsight for this match, I think, would it be better that I hit healer? But also I think at the same time, if I'm not peeling for him, I feel like the Warlock dies even faster. I want to support him here because, you know, I've got Shockwave and I'm about to have Heart Sun. I got Fear still, so I want to like kind of keep everybody close. That's the only reason why I asked him to come down. I don't know if it was actually better for him to come down. Probably not, but just one of those situations where you just don't have enough experience to understand. I would say probably right there I probably messed up too. Like I probably should have just popped my burst on the Feral instead and been more patient. The should probably could have died, but our Warlock was not in the same target, so it's probably just a misplay for me. I probably did have a chance to win here. And obviously being a little bit more patient, but the Warlock is pumping, and I'm just trying to put in as much pressure as I can to make it easier to secure a kill. So I don't think it's going to be my fear that, you know, secures that. In another situation, he ends up dying, and I could have intervened to him. I don't know how much that would have saved him, but I was kind of lost that whole round. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, I point out to the other druid that the feral guy is canceling his own like precog. Which is a little weird to me. I don't know if there's like an add-on or something that will tell you if you have it or not. So I imagine it's probably pretty easy to accidentally do. But it does give me a little bit more hope that he is, you know, more killable than what it looks like. And here's another thing that I constantly seem to do. I have that one ability that increases damage on shields, but I don't ever use it. It's really good against warlocks. I kept forgetting that it was good against warlocks, and I definitely should have been using it, but I know that now. And we get a nice execute kill on this guy. He last-sighted his healer. Probably just wasn't paying attention or didn't expect the damage coming his way. But like I said, this match was before the previous one that I just posted. I have another video coming after this one. If you guys enjoy these, let me know if you want just like music or just raw audio or no commentary or commentary. I don't really mind. I don't want to add too much junk when you're trying to track a lot of the things that are actually going on. This game definitely seems like kind of overwhelming, but once you start understanding everything, it's definitely a game that's got a lot of stuff to it. Which to me, I like the depth, and the game I come from is pretty much removing all the depth, or depth, can't speak, to the game, so there's like nothing to it. It's like everything becomes like one-dimensional, one defensive, and so on and so forth. There's quite a few defenses in this game, so there's a lot of nuances to how you want to use things. Also in the opening here, when the priest like used something, is that dispersion? I think that's what it's called, or is that fade? I don't know the difference. I'm pretty sure that's the one that makes it like them super tanky or something. I'm sure I could probably get something to track that so I can know. I would say I'm not necessarily at the point where I should probably have everything tracked, but I feel like just for this sake, I've learned a good enough amount already that I should probably start tracking and learning other abilities and defenses and stuff like that so I can be more aware. Definitely allow me to win a lot more. And the latest video that I'm probably going to post after this one, my name is going to be different because I actually moved this character from the server it was on to Area 52 to have my characters a little bit more unified. This character was like solo over on Malfurion at the time. And I'm not really sure what happened here. What he's doing. I think our healer had control on the other healer, and he kind of just misplayed, but everybody was just everywhere. Which is in favor for me, right? This is like why Warrior kind of gets away with some stuff. Another good question too, since I haven't popped my burst yet. When a priest opens with a stun, it was like 3 seconds, I think it is. That DRs with my hard stun, right? So that instead of having a 4-second stun, it would be like a 3 or 2. I really need to figure out the DR system. I did download Gladius the other day. I need to learn to watch. So I don't understand the DR system. From the game that I came from, there's a resolve system, and then you have like a bar underneath your HP bar. And once that bar is full, that means you can't be CC'd anymore. Still be slowed and rooted, but... And I believe knockback. Maybe? No, not back. It slows and root, I think. But you can't, like... CC them during when the bar is full, so it'll go full, and then it'll start draining. It's a pretty cool system, but that game has tanks that are actually useful. In this game, I see that tanks are not very useful, so... Definitely a different game where a different CC system can actually work. So it seems like in this game, if tanks were that strong, like these games would just never end. Tanks would have so much control, DPS so much control. The CC in this game is just insane. And you really get to see that as a warrior player, especially a Fury warrior. So you don't have Bladestorm. Even if we had Bladestorm, I'm not really sure it'd be worth it for us to use because it's not that great of damage for Fury. Very curious for the War Within whether Bladestorm will actually be good on Fury or not. I believe this comes up to the end of the match. He kind of like is at like no health for quite a while here, and it kind of sucks. And we end up getting this guy pretty low too. We get them in a really bad situation here. I don't know what led us to this. This is just because maybe we're just doing way more damage and the healer's not able to keep up, or we're catching them too much in non-bear form. I see in this situation I get mind games on me, so I hold on my heals, but having better tracking for mind games is probably a good idea too. And that was pretty much the game. This puts me at 2K MMR, and then I played the game that I recently uploaded. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching.